Is my tithing not resulting in a financial breakthrough? All right. This is not simple. So if your brain is not ready to listen and listen deeply, this is not the time for you to listen to this. But if you're ready for it, then listen up. I'm going to answer this with a story about a woman I knew. She is a Christian and she believes in the Bible. She believes that what's written in the Bible is like the ultimate word of God. Like, this is everything, right? So for a long time, she wanted a change. She wanted a financial breakthrough, and she was reading the scriptures, and she was doing all the things, and she wasn't getting the result she wanted. But she would read anyway, and read anyway, and read anyway. And some things came up in her life, and she was talking to me and telling me how she feels about everything, and she was not happy. And things were getting pretty gloomy, I'd say. And she told me that there were certain Bible verses that she gravitated towards that meant a lot to her, that she carried around in her heart. And she told me that her favorite part of the entire Bible was actually the verses about prosperity and about wealth and about getting rich and all of these things. And she told me that she liked to watch about that on YouTube and videos and all these other things she was doing and subscribing to, that she really did it because she enjoyed it and she believed, in the promises of God. I also knew from previous conversations that she would use her mornings to connect to God through the scriptures, which I now understand I don't have all the words yet, like most Christians do. The word that she used was her devotional. She was doing her morning devotionals and everything else. And she was wondering why everything she's doing, including the tithing and her devotionals, was not resulting in a financial breakthrough. Okay, so I'm thinking of two reasons why, well, three really, which is the reason why I made this video. So let me jump into the first two. The first two why I believe that a person's tithing might not be resulting in a financial breakthrough is because that person, not you, but that type of person would probably be living a double life. Let's just be honest, okay? Because God likes pure souls and honest souls and people who are humble, okay, in their hearts, meaning they're moldable, they learn, they adjust, they're wise, they listen, they process things internally. That's what it means. The second reason why why tithing might not be resulting in a financial breakthrough is that the person is doing it solely for that purpose, right? You see, you have to understand, when you want something like this from God, you have to come again with an open heart, a willing heart, a moldable heart, a humble heart. It shouldn't be like, oh, I'm gonna do 1 + 1 to get 2, because God can sense your heart and He doesn't like those types of things. So that could be another reason. If you're doing it solely to get the outcome, yeah, I don't think so. But here's the real reason why you may be getting this result instead of the result that you want. We have to understand what type of book the Bible actually is. And I'm whispering and I don't want to do that, so hold on. We have to understand that it is actually a spiritual book. right? It's not a practical book. It's not like, oh, you pick up this fabric and you sew these two pieces together and you get this. It's not that. Let me be very clear. What is written inside is a spiritual transformation, and here's the word I really want you to hear: within the person. Within the person. So, again, it's not about putting two materials together and sewing them together and you get this whole new thing. Or, I can't think of an example. The only thing I'm thinking of, like fake nails. You go to the nail salon, they put a fake nail on, they put this acrylic over, they sand it down, they do all 10. You go home, you look at your nails, you're happy. It doesn't work like that. It's not something in the physical. It doesn't come together magically and you put all the pieces together and then there you go, boom. Now, I'm not saying that there isn't people that don't have this type of result. It might look like that to you, but I want to tell you that it is way more, and it is actually invisible and intangible. I want to make another point just before I get to the other stuff. People hate, like, I go online and I see all this hatred for pastors, and I'm just sitting there like, what? You hate this person? You don't even know this person. Like, did you ever sit down and have a conversation with this person? No, you hate them because they're wealthy. You hate Elon Musk too because he's wealthy. Like, that is a crazy reason to hate somebody. That is an absolute crazy reason to hate somebody because they're wealthy. What? I mean, if you're gonna hate somebody, you would think you would hate them because they did something bad to you. But you can't hate somebody just because they're wealthy. Why not do the wise thing and go and ask them questions? Like, how did you get to this point? That's the practical, sensible, wise thing to do. And of course, I know most of these people that think like this, it's not us. But when I see it, it just makes me say, what? You can't hate someone just because they're wealthy. That's like hating someone because they like wearing pink. Like, it's so silly, right? Okay, so let me answer your question. The reason you're not getting the result that you want is because the change has not happened within you. Within you. Within you. Because you are the part that changes the equation. You are the moldable, intangible, invisible, spiritual aspect of the equation. Why is my tithing not resulting in a financial breakthrough? If all those other things that I mentioned are okay on your part, you're not doing it just to get that, you are a follower, you are a believer, then it's the transformation on the inside that needs to happen. Now you're saying, okay, well, how do I get the transformation? Well, this is the reason why I have this on the screen. Let's read it together. But he answered, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of God. I don't want to say you need to, it would be wise for you to ingest the holy book as if it is food. How many times a day do we eat? 3, maybe 8 times. Some people eat 8 times. Some people are eating constantly. Ingest the word of God as if it is food, because it is actually spiritual food and it will change you spiritually on the inside, which is where the financial breakthrough takes place. Because once it changes you on the inside, which is your mind and your spirit connected, then you will see the financial breakthrough. Because the financial breakthrough won't always, it can come in a physical sense, it can come in the form of job promotion, etc., but more than likely it will come from within you. I hope this made sense. I hope it's felt helpful. I did give you some advice, some practical advice what to do. Maybe you want to know further what you should do. Ingest it more deeply. That's pretty much the extent of what I can say. Other than that, I will have some links soon that you will be able to check out and see if it helps you. In fact, I know it will help you. Thank you for stopping by. If you like this, leave it a thumbs up. I love you guys. Leave me a comment. And of course, I'd be honored if you would subscribe. Thank you.